So, I have made a discovery recently, and that is that it has been officially 1 year since this build was built by me. You might be wondering why it's kind of a big deal, and it's because it's my first build ever. Well, not ever. I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, but this is like my first ever official actually tried to build, and I think it came out pretty good. I had just gotten done with like binging a bunch of Smallish Beans videos, and this is like my first time playing Minecraft in a while since since my little Minecraft hiatus ended after middle school. But this was like one of my first proper builds, and I really want to try and redo it. I have done a lot with building since I have done this. As you can kind of see the progress grow from this one to this one to this to it's just been a lot. We've changed as a builder, I've changed as a builder, and this build is what kickstarted everything that I currently do now, from my TikTok page to my YouTube channel. This build started it all, and I figured in the spirit of my 1 year anniversary of building this, I figured we should update it. I'm very different now. I feel like I would do this a little bit differently now. And yeah, let's get started. So I started off by doing a little bit of world edit. I'm kind of a noob when it comes to world edit, but I'm still figuring it out. As you can see, I can't figure out why there's like no hills forming, but I eventually got it. But yeah, I recently downloaded World Edit. I've only had it for a couple of months. Finally, one of my friends convinced me to get it because I was getting really frustrated hand building a bunch of like mountains and stuff. And this is just a small little hill, which is why I decided to use World Edit, because I figured it would just save me a little bit of time as opposed to just placing like a bunch of grass blocks everywhere. But I'm kind of proud of how this hill turned out. Still figuring out the functions, but as I said, I'm still learning, I'm still evolving. Hopefully in a year from now, maybe we'll redo this build and maybe it'll be even more grand than it is right now. Once I finished up all of the world edit stuff, I kind of just decided to hand detail it because I don't know how any of those things work with world edit. I just added in some moss to it, some green concrete, kind of give it a little bit more texture. I'm also adding in some wheat, so I figured the moss would complement it a little bit more since it tends to have a little bit more yellow tones in it as compared to the regular grass block. But yeah, I also started building up some of the walls and started getting a good foundation going for my build. Alright, so I kind of figured out where I kind of want this, like how I want this to look. We're going to do a bit of a two-story situation. Here we're going to have like a balcony. I think I have decided. I think that will be really, really cute. And yeah, that's kind of the only thing I really have set right now. And we're gonna kind of figure it out as we go along. I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to put another post here, but I don't want them to be like super. Ooh, okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Oops, wrong block. So we're gonna have another post here, and then we'll move this one down 3 right here, so it's just kind of all aligned. I don't want the brick to be like super in your face, so I'm not gonna really go super in your face with it. But yeah, this is kind of just the general idea so far, and I'll do another check-in a little bit later. Alright, so I kind of got the walls up. I kind of started the pathway. We'll fix that a little bit later because it looks a little wonky. But I'm going to now start doing the roof. I think for the roof design, what I'm going to do is have kind of like sloped. I want to do a bell shape. I know this one was originally like, what is an upside down V shape? I feel like there's another term for it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little bit of a bell shape for this roof. And then what we're gonna do is, this is kind of a balcony, so I think I'm gonna have the entrance sort of be a so we have like another little window popping. I don't know. I'll explain it when we get a little bit more like close to that product, but just an update on what I'm thinking for the roof. But so far I'm liking this so much. I kind of like it better than my original one, to be honest, probably because it's just bigger and I'm a different person now, but I don't know. I think so far it's going good, and we're gonna get back into build mode. All right, so I've kind of got the main structure down. Now I'm going to go in with some details and finish up the terraforming, and hopefully we should be done. Alrighty, so we are pretty much done with the finer details on the house. I think all that I really have left that I kind of wanted to accomplish is do, of course, the fireplace that is on the original one. I think I'm going to add a bit of mossy blocks to it, or actually, I don't think I'm going to add mossy blocks to it, but I'm going to go in and add some just like hay bales all over the place. I'm going to finish the rest of the terraforming, and then that should be it for our final farmhouse. I'm also going to go ahead and finish up this little path right here. But yeah, after that, we should be done with the farmhouse. Alright, so I think I'm officially done. This is just a really quick build, so it does have some imperfections, like the fact that the back of it's kind of basically non-existent. There's a back of it, it's just there's no windows or anything. And then, of course, there's just nothing inside because, listen, I'm not an interior decorator, I'm more of an exterior decorator. If you could tell by the bat just flying around in here, it's just a hollow shell of a house. But overall, I am pretty proud of this little upgrade that I did, and I hope you guys like it as well. I think it's really cute. We, of course, got the continuity with just the chimney. I tried to use the same block palette, so of course you got the bricks and granite all over the place in the front here. I decided to use just stone walls as kind of the main stone accent, and then kind of added a little bit of cobblestone. I decided to do a little bit of terraforming, not a lot. I wanted to go with the moss because it's a little bit yellower than just regular grass, so I figured that would complement the yellow wheat pretty well. There's still some wheat that's growing back there, but it's fine. And then we of course got like the grass, and then one thing that I've recently just like really loved doing with builds is adding these really cool like floating plants and stuff, and that's pretty much it. That's all I have for this upgrade. Almost exactly 1 year apart. We've definitely evolved. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe we'll upgrade one of these builds a little later on. I'm kind of planning on upgrading some of these Minecraft YouTube castles, but you'll just kind of have to wait for those a little bit later. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, as the YouTubers say, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all hopefully in the new year. Goodbye.